Notorious Big had 5 groups, and I think he took it to Atlantic. And he showed me a contract was worth, I think it was 62 or $6 million, $6.2 million or 62 for 5 groups. He took those groups to Atlantic. Not Arista, not Clyde Davis. Who you think was madder than the outside of Diddy? Clyde Davis. You know his conversation with Puff? Clyde Davis is going to say, we need to have a discussion with that guy there. You know why? Because this guy right here took a multi-million-dollar deal elsewhere, and he got famous through Arista and Bad Boy Records. How do this make us look? Our artists that we developed, our artists that we put this money into, took a multi-million-dollar deal to our competitors.
I made 3 or 4 cuts of this artist called Notorious B.I.G. And yeah, I got to tell you, I did listen and I was a believer. If I weren't a believer, I would not have invested the millions of dollars that I did to finance it.
Did y'all ever think about that? They used to go around and kill people for a price.
And see, once Biggie saw that he was getting played, he started to do his own thing. He started to gain his own power, and they didn't like that. Clive Davis, and it's crazy how Clive Davis is connected to all this shit. Just imagine how many careers he ruined on purpose. For example, you got Phyllis Hyman. He sabotaged her career on purpose, and then he replaced her with Whitney Houston, but he sabotaged it because he couldn't control her. She actually had a backbone. So one day they walked into her apartment in New York City and found her dead, and they said she unalived herself. But Clive Davis was threatening her. He was threatening her life, and they had the nerve to think that we gonna believe that she unalived herself. Come on, bro, make it make sense. And we all know that Biggie's mom died last month, but check this out. Wallace also played a key role in keeping her son's legacy alive in the years following his death, managing and growing his estate to an estimated $160 million. She even served as a producer on a 2009 Biggie biopic, Notorious. Angela Bassett played her in the film. And see, now you see how Diddy has all that money, where he looked like he had money, because they own everybody's catalog. Him and Clive Davis, they own everybody's publishing, and they wouldn't give it back. So that's why it appeared like Diddy had all this money. But the whole time, Biggie was trying to get his publishing back. But we'll get to that later on in this video. In the meantime, let's get into this article so I can show y'all how cold the game really is. And this article is by Hip Hop DX. It was published March 12, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Biggie's family won't benefit from catalog sale, claims Diddy's ex-bodyguard. It's sad. The sale of Biggie's catalog has been slammed by Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, who claims that the rapper's family will not benefit from the lucrative deal. Speaking to the Art of Dialogue, Deal accused Wayne Barrow and Mark Pitts, representatives of Biggie's estate, of exploiting the MC's children and recently deceased mother with the sale of his publishing and marketing rights, which are expected to fetch as much as $100 million. And look, I'm going to be honest, how ironic for his mother to pass away and P. Diddy is in jail and he needs that money. He needs that money for lawyers. He needs that. He needs every dollar counts. I know they say she died of natural causes, but I put nothing past them. They will unalive you to get that money. For money, they would do anything. Knowing this lady was sick and she was in a hospice, he said, referring to Biggie's mom, Valeda Wallace, who died last month. These guys, Wayne and Mark, went on and started working out deals to allegedly sell Biggs Publishing, his marketing, and all his rights to everything. And look, sometimes in life, you have to go back to the past to understand what's happening now. Check this out. Yes, reports suggest that the notorious B.I.G. was seeking to regain control over his publishing rights, which were initially held by Bad Boy Records, owned by Sean Diddy Combs, and that he was reportedly planning to leave the label before his death. Towards the end of his life, Biggie reportedly realized he had not read between the lines when signing the contract and was planning to leave Bad Boy Records. Biggie's lawyers began seeking more control over his publishing rights, and Diddy reportedly fought back relentlessly. And then I stepped back and I said, wait, whose story does this sound like? Angie Stone, when she found out she was being played, when she found out the record label was stealing her catalog money, when she found all that stuff out, she went and got lawyers. And what happened to her? They unalived her. And now it's a mystery. They did the same thing to Biggie, and it's been a mystery over 30 years. Make that make sense? And when it comes to Diddy, he is that house Negro that they paid to ruin our music, to ruin any hope for us coming together, for someone to empower our people through music. Diddy was paid to ruin that on purpose. He is that house Negro that they paid. So where he's at, he deserves to be there because he sold his soul to Clive Davis and he thought these people loved him. Now look at him. And it's crazy because it's the same thing they did to our black leaders. They did the same thing. They unalived them. They put them in jail because they don't want a black messiah to bring our people together. They don't want that. They want us fighting with each other. They want us arguing with each other. They want us breaking up and all that type of stuff. And they did it with our music. They put P. Diddy in charge to single-handedly, not just him by himself. He had help, but they put him in the role to ruin our music, to ruin our legends. And he did that. I told y'all the game is cold. The Hollywood Reporter reported earlier this month that half of Biggie's music rights were close to being sold to publishing company Primary Wave, which also manages the rights to the likes of Prince, Whitney Houston, and Bob Marley. And how ironic that the same record label, Primary Waves, is in control of Whitney Houston and Prince and Bob Marley estate. They manage it. Make that make sense. But I'm about to go in. See, our ancestors, they built this country and racist Caucasians benefited from it. So fast forward to the music entertainment business. They did the same thing. They had the same blueprint. Our people made these great songs. Our people created rock and roll, R&B, jazz, rap, all these type of genres our people created. But who has the wealth? Caucasian, racist Caucasian people. Make it make sense. So that's why I always say it's time for us to get off the plantation because everybody wealthy but us. Everybody get to live a comfortable life but us. And the crazy part is we have to fight for what we owed. They owe you something. They owe Johnny Taylor. His family had to fight for it. They own Michael Jackson. They owed Michael Jackson. His family had to fight for it. I'm telling you, the game is cold. We have to get off this plantation and thinking we need these people. You don't need them. Your people will support you. If your art is good, if your music is good, if your painting is good, if your photographs is good, if your content is good, people will support you. You don't have to sign your life away. And we have to learn from the people that came before us. Biggie, Tupac, Anita Baker, Angie Stone, all these greats. We have to learn from them because the one mistake I think they made was signing over to these record labels. These record labels is just a loan. They giving you a loan, but they own your whole life, even when you're in the casket. We saw that with Angie Stone. She was in the casket. UMG still making money from her. They still making money off of her catalog. There are kids making money off of Angie Stone. Make that make sense. Clive Davis kids, grandkids, they making money off of Angie Stone's work, while Angie Stone kids have to go on the internet and ask for catch-ups. I'm telling you, the game is cold. And look, I'm going to tell y'all this. Nothing in life comes easy. If it does, the price is your soul. So Biggie made all these great hits, all these timeless music, and they still playing with these people money. P. Diddy, all of them, they still playing with their money. I'm telling you, You think they gonna respect you? If they didn't respect Whitney Houston, Prince, Michael Jackson, Biggie, you think an up and coming artist, you think they gonna tell you the truth? Hell no. So rest in peace to Big. Rest in peace to his mother. Big, thank you for the great music you left us. I'm out.